6 of his 7 fights, so he usually doesn't have to worry about the guy being standing at this point.
Right hand of the body by Reggie Boyer. Neither of these fighters with tremendous foot or hand speed, and Denby lands a right, but Boyer counters well, right to the body and a left to the chin.
And we've seen a decrease in both as this fight.
Good left hand by Boyer.
There's the left hook. That's his best punch, and that one may have stunned Denby a little.
Now he goes downstairs to the body, and Denby throws a good right to the body halfway through the 5th round. Blood coming from the mouth now of Tyrone Denby as Reggie Boyer lands a right and he got a left in. It seems Denby fights a little bit harder, at least he throws his punches harder when he's hit himself.
I think you're right, it kind of wakes him up a little bit. There's the jab by Boyer. You know, he has a fairly good jab, he just doesn't use it that much.
Boyer now trying to get Denby against the ropes and not able to.
He waves to Denby, come on, and sure enough, here comes Tyrone Denby.
A minute left to go in the 5th round. And he certainly does wake Denby up when he hits him, because Denby throws those pity-pat punches until he really catches one.
Good defensive work there by Boyer. Did you notice him block 3 straight punches? Excellent work, and there he slips a couple.
Boyer's corner yelling side to side, side to side.
Good counter right by Boyer as Denby just missed. There was a subtle change toward the end of round 2 in this fight, and from beginning of round 3 on, I think Reggie Boyer has pretty much taken control of this fight.
15 seconds left to go in the 5th round, scheduled for 6. Boyer working Denby against the ropes. And Reggie Boyer has come on strong. And the 5th round.
Boyer, in the last round, he used that kind of left jab to dominate Tyrone Denby. His cornermen told him to do it, and he did.
6th and final round, and Denby has come out throwing punches at the start as he got off to a pretty good start against Reggie Boyer, but Boyer has picked it up here in the last few rounds. And now, through 5, has Boyer leading 3 rounds to 2. Of course, this is unofficial as Boyer's starting to pummel Denby against the ropes.
You know, we listened in,
and Reggie Boyer really unleashing right now.
We got the sense that Denby might be ready to quit in this fight. They were urging him, don't say that, whatever it was, and it sounded like he was saying that he just didn't feel good about this fight.
Well, he's not feeling very good right now after taking about 5 shots from Reggie Boyer. Boyer now getting back to the middle of the ring.
Fight down, Andy, fight down. Both hands.
Blood coming from the mouth of Tyrone Denby. Reggie Boyer, undefeated in 7 fights with 6 knockouts. And according to Al's scoring, has the lead and has been the man in charge here in the 6th and final round.
I've given him the last 3 rounds, but I think the pivotal round in this fight is round 4. That's the round that could have gone either way. And if somebody gave that to Denby,
big right hand by Boyer.
And he might still be in this fight, but he is certainly losing this 6th round, Denby is.
Reggie Boyer's corner saying step to your right, and a big right hand from Boyer again.
You know, Boyer started to get tired in the 4th round. We both noticed it. He got his 2nd wind, and he has worked very hard here in the 6th.
Good combination right above us, but Denby now turns around and lands some punches. The jab, Al, which you pointed out, I think that's been the turning point for Boyer.
Yes, and his cornermen were the ones that noticed he wasn't using it, and they urged him to use that punch, and it really worked well. Denby looking very tired, trying to hold on for the first time in this fight.
Boyer going downstairs to the body. Right hand by Denby. Caught Boyer. Boyer looks a little wobbly, Al.
I think that right hand hurt him more than we might suspect.
But he comes off with a left hand. And a good combination put together by Reggie Boyer. as we come down to the conclusion of this, the 6th and final round, junior middleweights. Reggie Boyer of Philadelphia and Tyrone Demby of Pleasantville, New Jersey. Some action from the 6th round.
And a familiar pose for Tyrone Demby with Boyer throwing good combinations, and he lands a straight right hand. He had Demby against the ropes for much of this fight. Early, Demby was punching well off those ropes, but then as the fight went on, that man, Reggie Boyer, was able to land more effectively and didn't take many counter shots from Demby.
According to your calculations, and I'd assume you gave Boyer that 6th round,
Yes.
you had Boyer winning 4 rounds to 2. That is unofficial, as Al keeps his score throughout. We will now check in with the ring announcer Michael Buffer to get the decision on this bout between Reggie Boyer and Tyrone Demby.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Here is the official scoring. Judge Tommy Kazmarek scores it 4 rounds to 2. Judge Phil Newman scores it 4 rounds to 2. And Judge John Stewart scores it 4 rounds, 1 even for the winner, the young man from Philadelphia, Mr. Boyer.
So Reggie Boyer runs his record to 8-0, and our unofficial judge Al Bernstein right along the thinking of the official judges at ringside here at Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Interesting feature called the ESPN Flashback. Let's check in right now with Al for one of the blasts from the past on Top Rank Boxing.
Some say the